Hi everyone, it's week 12 and this week was really interesting to me. So I feel like I say every week's interesting, but it is because I really didn't have like the philosophy type mindset before I started this class, and this class made me kind of think about it. So this week was interesting because I would have never thought about it this way unless there is real robots. Human robots. That's what it made me think of this week. So I'm kind of doing part 4 first, but it says the bonus space to elaborate or engage anything from the article you found especially interesting or anything the article inspired you to think more about. It literally made me think about robots. So I thought this chapter was interesting because it made me think, oh, well, that's something that I feel like could possibly happen in the future with all this technology and everything. Our brains being scanned into a robot. So, for part 1, it's kind of like what I took from the main argument. So what I took from the main argument is the Chalmers referencing to artificial intelligence. So computers being able to have our kind of knowledge, or our knowledge going into a computer becoming us technically. So there's super artificial intelligence would be the singularity. And this could have benefits to like military. I know Professor Deaton stated that this could be beneficial to the military. So there's different preventative uses, containment, isolated networks, stuff like that. So there's by containment is there's no full knowledge, and you're going to want to segregate processors. So there's not going to be any processors just for safety reasons. And then the dispositional safeguards is to discard our interests. So going into part 2, Chalmers leaves open the question of whether we could expect artificial intelligence to be friendly to humans in light of our growing sophistication. As a junior philosopher, would you tend to think that a super intelligent being would also be super moral? So I agree with the neo-human argument, just because humans can be selfish. So I wouldn't think that these artificial intelligence, I wouldn't think that these interests would be moral, or it would not be correlated. So the intelligence and morality would not be correlated. I feel like I agree with the neo-human. There would be selfish interests if this was to occur. So that would be the neo-human argument, rationalizing what we want to do versus what is right. So what Professor Deaton said it would be is super smart and super powerful, and we would abuse our power, which I agree with that. So for part 3, this is kind of stating, would I agree to entertain a super intelligence or singularity, artificial intelligence being put into a hardware system? So Professor Deaton put it as cryogenically freezing ourselves. So like if we were to die or pass away, our memories and our personalities would be frozen in time or put onto a computer. So I would not entertain this, just because I believe that us personally, we are who we are. And like Professor Deaton said in his video, there can't be two of me. So if there was another computer me, That would just be a duplicate, like Professor Dean said. So I don't agree or entertain. I would not entertain scanning our physical brain and putting it onto a computer, just because that's not really me, and that computer has not went through the struggles or overcome anything in life that I have overcome in life. So I just feel like that I would not entertain that. So that is for week 12. That was super interesting. It made me think a lot and like get into deep thought. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed.